Hey everyone, and welcome. So today we're going to go over basically how to make your videos. Sorry, one second. So today we're going to go over 5 tips on how to make your live streams look better. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So, welcome to Entrepreneur's Toolbox. My name is Jonathan, and I'm here to help you find the tools to build income online. I upload or stream a video every single week, so make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every time that a new video goes live. So, first off, I just wanted to talk about just the little tiny things that can make a huge difference in the quality of your live stream video. I've been fine-tuning mine little by little every single week, so I've been discovering little things. A lot of these things are also relevant to videos that aren't live, that are recorded, so a lot of the principles kind of go both ways. So you could apply them for both things, but live streams especially important because you don't have any editing. It's all live, and you go straight to video. Obviously, it's broadcasting right now. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was, number one, was lighting. Lighting is a huge part for any kind of live stream, or any recorded video for that matter. But lighting, just having some sort of lighting that is even, or what I have set up right now is just a ring light. I have a ring light behind my computer right now. I'm just shooting on my computer, and I'm still setting up some other stuff that's going to make it look a little nicer. But I also have a softbox if I need it, so for recorded videos, I turn on that softbox to give me a little more brightness on the side of my face. But for live streams, I found that I want it to be a little less cinematic, so I've just been using the ring light on my face to give it a more even look. Now, this ring light, I think it was like $50 or less. And if you don't have access to a ring light or anything like that, a great option is always just to use a window. That's how I got started. Probably my first 30 or 40 videos that I made on my YouTube channel were all just using a window. I had a desk in front of a window, I set up my camera, and I recorded myself, or my phone actually, and I recorded myself using the window light hitting me, and it's a very great way to get even lighting. The only downside to that is that, you're depending on the consistency of the light from the sun. So depending on the time of day and the time of year, you might get inconsistent light at different times of day. So you just have to think about that if you're using the window. But if you don't have anything else, that is by far not only the easiest, but probably the smartest place to start for no gear. Just use your phone if that's all you have, and use the light from the window. So it's easier than you think. But all right, so I'm going to move on to my second tip, and that is audio. Now, the thing about not just live streams, again, this is relevant to recorded videos, is that the audio is ridiculously important. Because a lot of people, and myself included, sometimes live streams, recorded videos, I just take those videos and I put them on my phone and I just listen to them. But if the audio is horrible, like if you're using just like the built-in mic on your computer, you're not necessarily going to get the best audio. Like, for instance, my computer right now, I have a laptop, and the fan is ramping up, and it's loud. I tested it before, but I have just a little external mic. It's nothing crazy. It's just a USB mic, and it's set off camera, or off to the side of my computer, and that's just plugged in through USB, goes into OBS, which I'm currently using, and it sounds much better than the fan. You might hear a little bit of the fan because I am close. I'm figuring out a new way to get my computer a little farther away from the microphone, but it's drastically better just having something external. If you want to go directly into your computer, or not in your computer, your camera, say you have a DSLR, you could just get a standard, an 8-inch plug that plugs into most cameras. So it's very simple, and then you'd have to run the camera into your computer to do it as a live stream, which I'll show you real quick actually. I'm using this Camlink 4K. Let me see, Camlink 4K, and I'm setting up another camera because I'm currently using my webcam on my computer, but by the next time I go live, I should have that other setup with this DSLR setup, and you'll see. Just wait. make sure to stick with it. But all right, now let's make sure. So audio is just huge important. Audio is super important. So. Oh, and I just wanted to remind you, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and like this video and leave a comment down below. I really want to know what kind of videos you want me to be making, live stream or recorded. So just let me know in the comments because I want to be serving you guys and what you want me to be teaching. So, all right, so back to it. So for the third thing, and this is actually a huge thing, the third thing, and it's insanely crazy that it's not more noticeable or obvious. It's trying to get your camera, the framing of your camera is really important, because I see a lot of people that do live streams that they place their computer, say they have a laptop, and they place it on their desk, like where they usually work. And that may be ergonomic for you to maybe like put your computer and get your keyboard and put your hands up, but that may not be the best positioning for your face. For instance, I'll show you. So right now my eyes are even with the camera. Like I could see that my eye is perfectly even with the camera. I did that intentionally, but a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll tip their camera like, and then they'll get up like this, and maybe, I mean, I'm obviously standing now, but maybe like this, and this is not as good of an angle. And you could, even if I got similar, it's like it's not flattering at all. Or if it's too high, some people go down. So just think about the framing of your camera and try and keep it eye level. It will make, it's night and day on this, the way that you do it. So just keep your eyes, look directly into the lens, and you'll know that for the most part, I mean, you'll want to adjust it slightly, but just think about your framing. The background is not important as much as just the framing. So it's this little thing. So anybody could do that. You could do that on your phone, your computer. For instance, I'll just show you that. So when I started with my videos, I started doing some live streams and I started doing some things. I was using this box right here. It's a big Pringles box. And I would put my computer on top of that just to get it high enough so it would be eye level with me, so I could have that. It's like, use what you have. You don't need to have some fancy like standing desk adapter or anything like that. Just do the best with what you already have at your disposal. Raise it. A stack of books. I've done a stack of books before. It's super simple. So just think about the framing of your camera. Huge will make a huge difference, night and day. So on to the fourth tip. The fourth tip, and that's just to get some sort of, if you're going to do live streaming, get some sort of stream deck. I did a video on one called Touch Portal, which is what I'm using right now, and there's my ring light right there. See? Yeah, the ring light. So Touch Portal, it's just a little stream deck. I'm using it on my iPad. Look, it's even an old iPad with a crack across the screen. It still works just fine. And you can, the free version of this, it gives you 2 pages like this, but only 2 rows. 2 rows free. Sorry, keep on glaring. 2 rows completely free. And if you want to have unlimited, I think it's like $13, which I did, which is, if you're going to be doing it a lot, it's well worth the $13. But 2 for free, it will get you started. And then if you decide to actually buy a deck, which are a couple $100 at least, then you could just set one on your desk. But this is a free way to get started with a stream deck without putting down, like, free. You're not putting down a penny. So start with this. Again, I'll put a link up here as well as at the end so you guys could find the video I did on that, but it's called Touch Portal. So just if you can't find it, just Google that and you're going to be able to find a free stream deck. It works with Android and what's the other one? iPhone, the one that I have. Yeah. All right. So now this brings me to my third, and in my opinion, the most overlooked thing that people, when they're doing live streaming, that they do this backwards. So what it is, I'm just going to I'm going to show you my screen real quick. So 1 second. That's it. So, all right. I think I'm showing you my screen. Sorry. Yeah, I am. So see, that's another thing. I should have a second screen, but I haven't got that set up yet. One thing at a time. But this is the SEO I did for this particular video. The video that you guys are watching, right? The live stream that I did. So I did this SEO before the search engine optimization, and this is more relevant if you're doing this on YouTube versus Facebook or Twitch or anything. I'm gonna have to look into those ones, but you still want to have some sort of like description. But treat any live stream exactly how you would treat a edited video. In other words, you do your SEO, you find your keyword that you're going to target, and then you write out your description just as if it was a video that's edited. Also tags. I got all my my tags here, as well as I got my my pinned comment prepared. And also I've already done it. I didn't upload it here, but I already created my thumbnail, which if you're watching this live, you probably saw that my thumbnail was already up before I even scheduled this live. So I like using two different tools in particular for my live streams, or for my SEO for lives and edited, and that's vidIQ and Morning Fame. I like vidIQ on the YouTube side. It really helps you find keywords that have a lot of searchability, as well as when you see the competition. And then one thing that Morning Fame does is it really helps with the relevance and helps you with the ranking, and then it really helps you with getting SEO rich description. See how it had me put in all the different things like my tags and all those things. So I'll drop both of them have vidIQ has a free version, which if you don't have it at all, grab that free version. It's amazing. There's a lot of features that you get 100% free. So if you haven't started, just start there. And then Morning Fame, it's doesn't have a free version, but there is a 2-month, or sorry, a 1 month free trial, which if you want, just I'll drop a link to that as well, and you can see if you like it. If not, then just you don't have to put a credit card or anything into those. Just try it, and if you don't up it, then it just doesn't reactivate. So just give those a try if you're trying to figure it out. But if you don't use these ones, use something, do your keyword research, write your description, and get that in before you even start. You could schedule your stream on YouTube, add in the description, or the title, the description, and then you can go into YouTube Studios and add your tags. So I highly recommend that you do that, and don't just do it what a lot of people do, is where they just throw in a title and then go live, and then they try to optimize it later. Because you just think about it this way: YouTube wants as many people to be watching those lives as possible, and if YouTube can't figure out what your video's about, then it's not going to recommend your live to anybody, because it doesn't know what your live's about. So tell YouTube as much information as possible beforehand, so it could tell the right people to watch your live. So, all right, all right, I got that. So now, there's actually one more bonus tip that I wanted to let you guys know about, and this is actually a huge thing that I found for a lot of people that do live streams that they don't even think about, and it's your internet connection. Your internet connection is like really important, like really, really important. So let me just pull this up. So what I use is just a speed tester on my computer. You want to have at least like about 6 or 7 megabits per second upload in order to have a good live stream, minimum, like bare minimum. So I just go to this site called testspeed.net. Let me bring it up, make sure that I'm showing it. Again, need a second screen to make sure. So this is testspeed.net. So what I do is I just test, it's going to test my internet connection, which I haven't tested while I'm uploading. So we'll see if, or while I'm live streaming, so we'll see. So it does the download speed, which pretty good download speed. Sorry about wait, guys. It'll just be 1 second. And now it's going to start the upload test. Okay. There you go. So, like I said, you want to have at least 6 to 7. So it looks like I'm going to probably be around 10. I was 11 earlier, but I wasn't live streaming, so it's going a little slower. So I'm well above the threshold. You might get a little faster speed on hardline versus if you go on Wi-Fi. I wouldn't recommend you do Wi-Fi if you have the option to go hardline or go on Ethernet. So try hardline first, and you'll probably get a much faster upload speed. So, all right, so there we go. So yeah, I hope that you guys got some value out of these sorry, I hope you got some value out of these suggestions, these tips, as well as the bonus one. But again, go through these 5 tips. Make sure that you've optimized your live stream the best that you possibly can. So I just wanted to ask you guys, so what tips or hacks do you recommend for your live streams, or if you've done them, or even if you've done things for recorded videos, what tips would you recommend people do in order to get better at their live streams, just to make them a little bit better? So again, just make sure that you check out the touch portal, because this is a huge one and it's completely free. I'm still, figuring it out. I need to mount it somewhere so I could like easily tap it. I'm continuously looking down. I don't know if you probably noticed, but it's an amazing feature that's completely free. So I highly recommend it. So yeah, again, if you haven't subscribed, just make sure that you're subscribed and ring the bell. And then also, I just wanted to, what is it? Just 1 second. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. See, I'm still learning. I'm still learning about live streaming. And yeah, so actually, just so guys, if I'll drop a link to the video that I did right here for the, what do you call it, for Touch Portal, and I'll just see you guys in the next one, and you guys take care. Bye.